Today we're 3D printing, assembling and painting a really cool Jeep. So the original designer's files are all free and the link in the description below to go check them out if you want to do this yourself. So this is quite a big print, there's a lot to it, but overall goes together pretty beautifully. And it's not the easiest to assemble either, but it's definitely a satisfying build overall. It's also very modular, there's quite a few different parts you can print out and different variants. So you can end up with a different looking Jeep from what I'm going with. And I think that's really freaking cool. Also different tire options as well, along with rims and stuff like that. And I went for tree supports when it came to printing out the chassis here, as there is definitely a lot of stuff needed to support in here. But with a bit of cleanup, we've got our main body that we're then ready to build off of. And for the most part, this is quite simple. You've got a bed which has the seats in it. You've also got the engine, which just slots into the top like that. A little bit of glue to hold it in place, and that's done. And then you have the underside, which is going to need the part with the seats installed. And this has actual subwoofers and stuff in the boot for sound, which is cool. And then we also have basically the undercarriage area, which then goes on. Now, there could be better overall design when it comes to assembling this. It's not the easiest. You need a lot of clamping and rubber bands I used in order to actually have this all go together fine. But for the most part, it's pretty easy to put together. We've also got the front element here with the lights, and this is just pressure fitted. And again, there is modular versions of this, so you can go with different designs, or actually you could even keep it off if you wanted to. But when installed, it really starts looking like a Jeep now. And our main kind of components are done. We can now move on to the wheels. And these are simple. You've got your rims, which do need support to print off, depending on which versions you go for. And I'm just removing that right now. And then simply you put the tires on top of the rims and you are done. I've added a little bit of glue as well to make sure they don't come off. And that's you ready to go ahead and start assembling a lot more of the vehicle. And we're getting close to actually being done now. And I went for the more beefier tire option, as you can see. And I think they look really good, so I'm quite happy with that. And also these rims I think look really nice. And a touch of glue just to make sure they're not going to pop out at all in the future. And I don't think you're going to need much glue here. And they're really good pressure fits overall. And then once we're done with that, we have a simple piece here, and this is kind of the dashboard where the steering wheel will go in the future. And it clicks in beautifully into that section, so that's really nice. And you can see the hole that we'll put the steering wheel in later. Next up is mud guards, and these don't have much in the way of gluing surface on them. So really try to get enough glue on there to make sure they're going to hold. And you need to try and get these aligned as perfectly as you can, otherwise they're going to interfere with the wheels. So I attempted to get these as close as possible into the little holes that are designed for them. And we'll find out at the end of this video that that wasn't perfect at all. But we go ahead and install our final two mud guards. We could have gone with green to match the body, but I think the fact that they're black, and this was just the kind of thing I wanted to have it come across as attachable pieces that were on the side with a different color. And I think it comes out really good. But we're pretty close to being done. We just need to go ahead and get our axles installed and then our wheels. Now, of course, at this point, you can also install metal rods rather than actually doing printed off pieces, which I've done here. You could certainly do metal rods, and this thing would work quite good. It's a little toy that could be easily pushed around. But I will say one thing went wrong here, and that is that the wheels rub against the rear mud guards. So although they could rotate, unfortunately, they just rub too much on the rear. So the front ones are great. They spin around freely with no problem. But the rear ones, unfortunately, even though I think I installed them perfectly into their little slots, didn't work out too well. Here is our steering wheel getting installed, which is one of our final pieces. And then these are optional, these little doors that we're going to install on here. I probably should have gone with no doors, but I kind of just liked how these doors looked. And I really did actually want them installed. And they were a bit of a pain in the ass. Again, this is kind of like the mud guards, quite hard to get them glued in. If possible, you might want to just skip that and not put them in at all. And then we've got the bonnet here, or the hood. And this one I went with has holes in it. There's one with no holes because I want to see the engine underneath, and decided not to glue it in so that we could take it out. But here is the final one. You can see the front wheels turn fine, but unfortunately the rear wheels are rubbing on that rear guard. But at the end of the day, this thing is stunning, and it has a bit of a cartoony feel, I think, to it, which makes it just, for some reason, I think, look even better than it could. So yeah, very, very happy with it. It looks great. And yeah, I highly recommend this if you're looking for a Jeep to print off and assemble. This thing is well worth it. Very enjoyable.